Okay, here all right?
Yeah, we look. It's pretty white, huh? But it's okay.
Yeah, there's not a good contrast against background. That'll be all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, I'm on the hard, and I met a fellow blogger who's working on a boat here, doing a great job. Izzy.
Yeah.
And Izzy's got her own YouTube channel.
That's
called
The Sailing Girls.
The Sailing Girls. Okay. So we thought we'd just get together and do a collaboration and
Exactly.
you know, show my channel to some of Izzy's followers and maybe vice versa. So Izzy, how long have you had your channel?
It's maybe 1 year and 2 months.
Only 1 year and 2 months?
Yes, not that long.
And how many subscribers do you have?
I think around 14,000, almost 15.
15,000, wow, that's a lot. I've got 4,500 on my channel and I've been going for 10 years.
10 years?
So what am I doing wrong?
Maybe you need to have more girls on board.
Well, I was going to ask you that. Do you think that having girls on... I've had a few girls on board, but they've all been about my age. And, you know, my channel really does... my niche, I guess, is the older sailors.
I just realized that sex sale, like we say.
Well, that's probably the problem I've got, is my niche is not probably really into that much sex. So how often do you sail, and do you do it continuously, or do you have a home base, or do you sail most of the time?
Like I don't sail most of the time. I'm most of the time working at the moment, so I'm sailing. It's like just maybe I would say like 40% of my life at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm working towards getting 100%.
Sailing?
Yes.
Okay. So you dream of having your own boat at some
Exactly.
stage? Yeah. There was a cheap one here that you missed out on.
Which one?
The $12,000 one.
Oh yeah, but I want a good boat. You know, I want a safe boat. Yes.
Okay, so you're sailing with Brenton at the moment.
Yes.
Well, you're actually doing a good job on the hard stand with Brenton at the moment.
Thank you.
But when you've finished working on his boat, what are your plans?
My plans, it's like before I was going sailing with my girlfriends, I couldn't call that sailing, I call that more partying. But like I just realized, because not long time ago I have been looking at some boats, and that's when I realized that my sailing was not that good. I was maybe partying too much.
Yeah.
So now I'm just gonna more focus on sailing, like take another approach on sailing. Not such as partying, but more, learning.
Little bit of party.
Yeah, of
A lot
course.
of sailing. Okay.
Yeah, now it's gonna be more sailing than partying.
Okay. So you finance yourself by working, obviously.
Yes, so yeah, exactly. I'm working I found a great job in the mine, so good money in there.
Yeah.
So I don't like it, but I just try to save as much as I...
And you'd hope that someday your YouTube channel might be able to support you. I see these days, look, I've been cruising for 20 years, and when I was probably a little bit older than you, I cruised the first time with my wife and kids. But there was nothing around like YouTube that you could make it or even think of making a living on. You know, we used to take photos and on film and had to take it to a chemist to be developed and things like that. So it was back in those days. So there was nothing like we've got now. And I'm really in awe, and I think good on them, the younger people that are out sailing and enjoying their lives and making a living off YouTube. So it's a fantastic thing.
Yeah, it is. But me, I was pretty shocked and impressed, because you can totally make a living. Like even now with my little followers, if I be careful on how I'm living, I can totally live out of my YouTube and Patreon. Patreon, it's a major income that Patreon like earn more than YouTube.
Yeah. And do you think that Patreon helps with your YouTube views, or?
My YouTube help with my Patreon.
YouTube helps with the Patreon.
Yeah, because all my Patreon come from YouTube. And
Yeah.
Instagram also. Instagram is pretty big.
Yeah.
So...
See, I'm still stuck on Facebook. I'm doing Instagram as well, but
Ah.
I'm sort of
But Facebook
yeah, you better
too.
do it on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. The groups on Facebook are yeah. Like I remember when I posted, like I did like a trip in Tasmania, and I did like a video saying getting ready for Bass Strait, and I was bottomless. I just had this beautiful thumbnail, and I posted on the sailing groups.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like it exploded because all the girls were shocked. They were like, oh, this is, you know, but it helped me because it bring me more views, you know.
Well, I've got to find a way of getting that one video that just goes viral.
Yes.
And I don't know, my site has, my channel has been growing, and the thing is, I think older people are less likely to subscribe to a channel than younger people are. I think younger people will subscribe,
yes.
they're up with the technology, where people of my vintage are probably less likely to subscribe. But I know that since I've been on the hard here, I think I've had 10 or 15 people come up and say, hi, I love your videos and all that. So it's really good, and you know, it's great that we've got that going. But I don't think all of them are probably subscribers. Maybe not.
Yeah, they watch, but a lot of them watch and not subscribe. So guys, please subscribe. It's for free.
Well, that's the thing. I think subscribe is a bad name for it, because people think they've got to pay something to subscribe. But if you subscribe on YouTube, it doesn't cost a cent. Yeah. All it does is means that, and if you ring the bell, it means that every time we post a video, you get notification to have a look at it.
And it helps with our algorithm. So please, guys, it's really important, like, to support us. Like, if you like watching our video, will be good just a little subscription.
I don't even do Patreon because I just don't want to go that next step and have to deal with it. So video is virtually my hobby, and I just love sharing it with people, so it's great. But I don't want to go the Patreon route, but it would be great if you guys that watch would subscribe. As I said, it doesn't cost you a cent, and it just means that our channel gets out there a bit more.
It helps a lot.
Yeah. Okay, Izzy, look, it's been great meeting you here on the Heart.
You too.
Okay. Do you want to ask me any questions?
Yes, I just wanted to ask you, why did you choose a power boat and not a sailboat?
Well, it's quite a long story, and I guess my followers will know the story because it's been told to them a couple of times. I'll go over it again. My boat, I built my boat, bought the hulls and built the rest of the boat. So I built it from the hulls up. And I built it as a secondary school resource. So I used to take school children out, year 11 school children, and do marine science work on the boat. So we used to work in Western Port Bay. So we used to take the boat out. We used to deploy a little sampling dredge. The kids would actually winch it up onto the back of the boat, empty the animals into a tub, and then there was a marine scientist that worked for me that went over the sample that we brought up. And it was all part of year 11 biology, and it was a great, I really enjoyed the work, and it was a great little business. But I sold the business, and when I sold it, I was getting a bit too old to build another boat, and I knew that boat intimately because I'd built it, so I knew where all the wires and pipes and all that ran. So I built the cabin on the back that used to be a work deck, and that gives me a double cabin on the back. And then I sailed it around Tassie and up into the Gulf, and I had the wind blowing from behind the whole way up into the Gulf, so I said, well, I've got to use some of this wind, so I built the mast, put the mast on it and turned it into a motor sailing boat. So I come from a bit of a sailing background. I used to sail a lot when I was younger, and started my boating life in a trailer sailor, so I really enjoy sailing, but I've got to the stage where the boat's very comfortable. I can handle it by myself, and I do a lot of single-handed sailing, so it's a great boat for an older person to be on. And I've got the sail that you can play around with and do that, but I do unfortunately run the motors all the time because she just rounds up into the wind if I don't have the motors running. Unfortunately, she won't sail on the headside, it'll sail alone. But yeah, that's why I'm stuck on a motorboat, but she's a good motorboat.
Yeah, we need to go have a look at it, guys. Yeah. And guys, let us know if you want us to do a more collab, like maybe if we can go. go sailing together and pump up those views. I can be my girlfriend.
There you go. Some interesting times coming up for motor sailing for old dudes.
Let us know in the comments.
I better run this past Wombi first, but we'll see how we go. Well, look, Iz, it's been great. It's been great meeting you. You're a lot of fun, and you're doing a great job on the boat there.
Thank you.
So it would be great to catch up with you when we're out somewhere. Yeah, you're going to be off the hard Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
and I'm splashing tomorrow morning, so back in the water tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's exciting.
So yeah, good to be off the hard. So good. Okay, don't forget, Sailing Girls. That's it.
Yes.
On YouTube, I'll put the link in the description.
And tell us your, it's like motor
sailing for old dudes.
Motor sailor for old dudes.
And she'll put the description in her
Yes,
thing. Okay.
exactly. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you guys, and then you've got to say, cheers dudes.
Cheers dudes.
Well, go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Cheers dudes. And don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, ring the bell.
Mwah. Perfect.
Oh, that'd be good.